Today we will be reviewing the camping mod and the adventurer's backpack mod. Yes, so please buy me and put me out of my misery. I'm so ugly. No. What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel where we review Creation Club content so you can decide whether or not you want to spend your hard-earned cash on this content or not. I've also got a playlist linked down below in the description where you can find all my reviews of the other stuff on the Creation Club if you guys are interested. But for now, we're going to look at the camping mod to start off with. Make Skyrim that much more accommodating with this cozy, movable campsite, complete with an area for sleeping, a campfire for warmth, and some cooking, and also a new fast travel map marker, I guess wherever you place your campsite, so we don't accidentally lose our campsite like we always lose Lydia. Now before we get into this, I just want to go over to gameplay and show you the survival mode. I've already done a complete review and analysis of survival mode and exactly how it works, but in my opinion, this camping mod belongs in the survival mode. And if one wasn't ready before the other, they should have waited and released them together as one thing. I feel like camping is a core mechanic that belongs in the survival mode. Survival mode is $5 and camping is $3. So it's going to cost you $7 for what I think is a complete survival mode package. And they should just be in one, in my opinion. And you might be thinking, well, ESO, what happens if I don't want survival mode, but I just want to camp? Well, to be honest, you can still download it and then turn survival mode off. But I think that's what people are looking for from the Creation Club. They want complete packages with everything you expect a survival mode to be, and that should include camping. Now, it's worth noting before we get into this that there is already a free camping mod on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Originally, the issue was that the campfire in these mods did not warm you up on survival mode, but there's actually a free mod that fixes this anyway. Either way, now we have Bethesda's version of the camping mod. Right, so let's go ahead and craft our campsite. Camping supply. So it has a weight of 9, it requires 3 firewood and 2 leather. Do you want to create? Yes. Okay, so I've got a tent now, I guess. I'm just going to set up my tent in the middle of Whiterun. Come, Lydia. Build campsite here. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay, so it's going black. And there's actually an animation for us building the campsite, slightly. The campsite allows you to rest and stay warm while exploring the wilderness. You can cook a limited number of meals. Okay, this looks retarded. Let's go outside and do this again. So of course, as you do, you find the perfect picturesque location to pitch your campsite. This is actually the cliffside retreat. There's a little guy just chilling out down there by the rocks on his own. Looks a little bit suicidal, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to put my campsite... Where do I want it? I want to put it just here on the rocks, actually. So let's get our campsite out now. I actually made a few of these. Build campsite here, yes. It actually uses it up once you use it, which is quite an interesting mechanic because it means you actually have to carry around a few of them with you. Okay, so here we are. My campsite is built and oh my god, it looks so good right now with this view of solitude. So what do we have here? We have a crate, a sideways crate that we can sit on. Okay. Now sadly, there's not actually one for my follower. It's just me, and usually, you know, most people bring followers with them. There's a campfire and there's also obviously a shelter. I can sleep, I can break the camp, or I can cancel. It's quite cool that they have a map here though, that's quite a nice touch. Though I mean, you know, the textures around this campsite are a bit kind of like sharp, aren't they, and cut off. It doesn't look very polished in a sense. Though the way this sits on the ground is pretty cool, I like that. So the campfire here, let's use this. And I can actually cook food here, which is very useful for survival mode. Sadly though, I cannot cook soups because we don't have a pot above our campfire. It's a bit disappointing they didn't include the pot because soups are so valuable in survival mode. But I guess, you know, you need to prepare that before you head out. So obviously I can sleep here, and I mean, it's a campsite, isn't it? It's very simple what you get for $3. I mean, you get $1 per object, I guess. And you can also break the camp, which obviously removes it. Are you sure you want to break the camp? Yes. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that yet. Let's have a look on the map. So you can see I have a campsite location just here. What I want to try and do is build a campsite in another location and see if the previous campsite disappears.
My love, this is the best thing I've ever been a part of.
Lydia is really excited about this campsite. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got 2 campsites now. And as you can see, I can fast travel to this campsite. And I can also fast travel back to my old campsite. Oh no, I can't. It's disappeared. Okay, so if you build a new campsite, your old one will just disappear. I thought I'd be able to fast travel between them. Okay, you can't do that. So another thing I can do is break the camp. If you guys look, right now, I have 2 camping supplies left. If I break this, yes, all that happens is I basically destroy my own campsite. Okay, it's disappeared. I don't really know why they had that fade to black animation. And I only have 2 left. So these are actually consumable camp supplies. You use it and then it just disappears. Which is kind of like not accurate to how it would be in real life, really, if you had a camping supply. So you actually have to think about this when you go out adventuring. You have to go and make your own camp. Maybe bring 2 campsites with you before you head off. So you can actually stop along the way and maybe cook some food. I mean, it's a cool idea and I like it because you can't fast travel in survival mode. But the thing is, this is definitely for survival mode. I mean, unless you're role-playing, you're never actually going to use it in the normal vanilla Skyrim game, I don't think. Unless you just want to have a permanent campsite in a cool location that you can fast travel to at the top of a mountain or something. But apart from that, I don't think you'd ever use it, which is why I think it's really important that this should have just been a part of survival mode in the beginning. I don't think it's bad or anything, I just think, why not include it in survival mode, you know? So one last thing I want to try is going into a cave and seeing if we can camp inside the cave. Oh wow, that side dodge there. What is this troll? Ridiculous dodging skills. Okay, so I can wait here. I'm just going to put my campsite up right here in this cave. You cannot build campsites while indoors. Okay, so even in a long dungeon, you can't like set up camp in the dungeon and you know, sleep and eat and so on. I just wanted to double check if you could do that. I think it would be kind of cool if you could. So my closing thoughts on the campsite mod. You can get better versions of this for free, and I have made a video already which I suggest you guys check out because it's the top 10 best survival mods for the ultimate survival experience. This campsite mod isn't bad, I just think there are better things for paying money for it, and I also think it should have been included in the original survival mode. Now let's take a look at the $4 Adventurer's Backpack. Now this one was actually made by Fading Signal, who is quite well known on the Nexus. Don't head off into the wilderness without your Adventurer's Backpack. Craft 16 variations with assorted effects. Right. And there is indeed a whole different variety of backpacks you can make with this mod. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I know the Fallout version of this mod added a little boost to your character, so I'm quite interested to see how this works and what it's like. I'm going to use the blacksmithing station outside my new house mod. I actually reviewed this one yesterday. It's actually pretty cool. I liked it a lot. So here we go. Blacksmithing, I assume it's going to be a miscellaneous. Adventurer's Backpack, which increases my carrying capacity by 75 points. And it increases my stamina by 20 points. And we also have a same version, it's just got a bedroll underneath it. I don't know what the bedroll does apart from costing 1 more leather and looking a bit cooler. I will look if it has any purpose in a moment. There's also a dark leather backpack, a fine leather backpack. Each one has a version with a bedroll, a fur backpack, this looks pretty spicy actually, and a hunter's backpack, which has a hag raven's head, a water bottle, a torch, dagger, and a rope there. Everything you need for hunting. And it also makes bows do 10% more damage, which sounds like the best kind of backpack, to be honest. The lantern is a free mod I have installed, not part of this mod. Just a normal leather backpack, okay. The mage backpack, this one looks pretty fancy as well. And it gives us another 20 points of magicka. The thief backpack, which makes lockpicking 15% easier. Okay, well, I think the mage backpack is obviously the best if you're a mage. And then the hunter backpack is easily the best if you're using a bow. And then you have the adventurer backpack if you want that extra 20 stamina because you're playing a warrior. I'm going to go with the hunter backpack, and it's going to give me 75 more carrying capacity, which is again really useful in survival mode. So the bedroll doesn't actually do anything. It clips through my bow, which is kind of annoying, though forgivable.
My Thane. I'm proud.
I mean, it looks cool, doesn't it? I mean, I've actually got a mod that changes where my arrows are, but even if they were in the normal place, it would look a bit weird maybe. I'm not sure. I guess it's okay, it's just a backpack mod. The thing is, there are other backpack mods that are as cool as this one, and they're free. So that's the thing, it's hard to recommend it. Though this one is very complete in that it has lots of different backpacks that also give you more stats as well. I think the issue is always going to be you have things like the Hearthfire downloadable content, and right now you can get that for literally around $5 or $6. And then you have this backpack and it's $4, and it's kind of like, how can you sort of compare the value for money there? And that's what people are doing, and I think that's why, you know, this just isn't going to work unless they make it more valuable. For example, why not have all of the unique weapons from Oblivion? Like, have a mod pack which is just all of the unique swords from Oblivion and all of the unique bows from Oblivion as a separate one, and then make that into something people will buy that, you know, they'll be interested in it. I think the reason why we love Bethesda is they put a lot of passion and effort into their games, and there's so much content and things to explore, and you feel real value for money when you buy Skyrim for the first time or when you buy Oblivion for the first time. It's just, you can see the developer's passion there. But this, with the Creation Club, what they're doing here with these tiny items that are just little cash grabs, I don't think this is you, Bethesda, to be honest. I mean, can you really say that this isn't just a business decision to make money? I'm not sure. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts on what you want to see from Bethesda in the future. And leave those comments down below. Hopefully someone at Bethesda reads them. You know, maybe there's reasons they're not doing things the way we think they should be done. But it's not just my opinion. I feel like I'm talking for the whole community here. Tell us what you think in the comment section, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press that bell icon as well, YouTube will actually notify you when my next review video comes out. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.